Hey, what's up, my dudes? Welcome back to another story time with Brad. Today we're going to be doing just another podcast, and we're going to be talking with a very special guest, Noah Ruiz Esparza, one of my best friends. What's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going?
So, Noah, just tell us, for the viewers, just tell us a couple quick things about yourself. Not much, just a little bit.
Well, I play soccer. I like playing video games, and that's about my life. So.
All right, that's amazing. So first thing we're going to start off here because I have this paper here. I got paper. Man, that was a loud paper. But I got paper here. It tells me that you actually want to join the Marines. So would you like to speak on that? Like why you're joining up? What field are you going to go into, and everything about that?
Yeah. So I'm gonna be joining the Marines. Obviously, after college, I want to get a good education before I go in. I'm gonna do. You guys probably won't know, but it's called OCS. It's called Officers Candidate School, and I'm going to become an officer in the Marines. I'm hoping to go down the field of a pilot. I'm actually not quite sure if that's exactly what I want to do. I still have time to figure that out, but I was thinking either that or infantry, but infantry gets treated like junk because they're the grunts and they go to the front lines and die. So, why I want to join the Marines? Well, because I just I want to follow what God has for me, and through the characteristics and what I enjoy just follows in with the Marines. And I'm very patriotic. If you know me personally, you will know that I am all for this country, and I'm willing to die for every single person in this country besides illegal immigrants. But yeah, that's basically why I want to join the Marines and what I want to do.
That's amazing. It's actually really encouraging and comforting knowing that there's actually people out there, young men who would like to serve this country and to fight for our freedom, because someone's got to step up to the plate and do it. Me personally, this is a new thing in my life, but I just feel like God has been leading me to join the National Guard. That's why I started a keto diet. That consists of high protein and no carbs, which is actually really hard because I've been eating like carbs a lot. And just to quit that it's been real hard. It's like one of my main addictions. But I'm working out a lot at my house. I did like close to 100 push-ups last night. I've been doing that for like 3 days straight, and my whole body's just exhausted and sore. But that doesn't really matter at this point. I'm looking towards the end goal of the National Guard because I want to be able to serve this country. And for people who don't know me personally or just haven't seen me, I don't know why you wouldn't. If you're on this podcast, then you should have listened to the others. At the end of everything, I plug my Instagram and my Snapchat. And if you guys follow me there, you would see my body type. I'm more bulky, so kind of like fat, but I'm not like huge fat. I have broad shoulders, so everything you could just kind of picture that. It's gonna be hard for me. It's hard for me to run, which is a major thing in the military. And just I couldn't join like the Navy or the Marines like Noah is, or the Air Force, stuff like that. I can only join up with the National Guard so far. Like that's just something. It's like a part-time job, and it's still serving this country. So I'm proud of that. So that's great. Noah, your brother, didn't he go to like a military school or something? No, okay. I thought he did for a second. I don't know why. But you're planning to go to a military school, like college?
Not a military school, but I'm definitely looking towards ROTC. But it's not called ROTC for the Marines. Marines is actually a branch off the Navy, kind of like the Rangers off the Army, but it'd be Naval ROTC, so basically the same thing as Army, except just a different branch.
Yeah. So for people who don't know what ROTC is, it's like a little bit of the military, but in school, right?
Yeah, it's like you're in the reserves in a way, but yeah.
Yeah. So that's what that is. I don't know if I'm going to do that. We'll definitely see. But is there like I know you're a follower of God, so am I. We're both Christians. Is there anything really that God has like placed on your heart about going into the military, or has he when did he first convict you to join up?
Wow. So I've actually been wanting to join the military for quite a while now, and I wanted to join, I think, like probably about seventh grade, when I first had thoughts about doing something military-like, and it's kind of been like my urge to join the Marines has been getting stronger as I've been getting older, and I've been getting really excited because you honestly don't realize how much I want to join the Marines and how much it would mean to me to join the Marines and finally be a part of an amazing brotherhood that you just don't find anywhere else. Because what you see in the Marines and any military is that during basic training, your drill sergeants, which are the people that scream at you, they tear you all the way down to where you have nothing, and they build you up as a unit. And with that unit, you basically go out and do what military people do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like you're talking about your passion to join up for the military has grown exponentially over these past few years. Oh, yeah. Is that probably because of I'm not gonna get majorly political here, but have you seen a rise in your passion to join the military because Donald Trump has become a president and he is for our military, and he's also he's dealing with the immigrant problems, which I'm not going to go into much because that's for a different podcast, most definitely. That's just a whole subject in itself. But would you say that Trump has in some way influenced you more to join up in the military, or he hasn't?
No, actually, it wouldn't matter who's president, even if it was Hillary Clinton, because just joining the military means more than politicalness. I mean, Trump has got me into politics because I found him very interesting in how he speaks, and I know I won't try to get much into politics on this podcast, but I know it's dumb to say, but I like his arrogance because it's just funny because of how he makes people mad, and he can just do it with such power because he's like the stinking president. It's just so funny.
Yeah, again, we're not going to get much into politics, but I just like how Trump, he's able to push off the haters because he has so much. Everyone personally, I think they all hate him because, one, he's not a political, he only became very, very political in these last few years. But before that, he was just a businessman. He all about the money. He had maybe a couple affairs. I haven't read into Trump's backstory a lot, but I know he had at least one affair with a woman. But my dad says personally that he thinks he could be he's just a piece of trash, but still he respects him as our president because that's what you do. You respect the person in power, and it's really sad to me how there are people out there like Elizabeth Warren and the liberals and all the just all those people who just disrespect him because and really you should respect him because he is our leader. He's the person that is leading us as a country, and we should respect that. But anyways, let's get off politics real quick. And because I know you talked about going through this thing in the Marines called the Crucible. Can you explain to us what the Crucible is? And then I think we might end it there because we're approaching 10, 12 minutes right about now. But would you like to explain the Crucible? And do you think you're mentally and physically ready for that as of right now?
No, I would say I'm not ready to do the Crucible at all because the Crucible, if I'm not mistaken, is towards the end of basic training where you and your unit put on about 100 or 80 pounds to 100 pounds on your back, and you go on 10 or 12 mile hike, and you do intense training, and you go through the worst. They call it the Crucible because it's basically the Hell Week. Actually, Hell Week is the first week.
The Hell Week for the Navy SEALs. If you guys want to know more about that, we can talk about that later. But continue.
Yeah, so basically the Crucible is like the worst part about basic training, the one thing people do not like the most. And I haven't actually studied this in a while, but yeah, that's basically what I remember about it.
So it's like the Marines Hell Week.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, Noah, thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing your position on joining the Marines. Thank you for actually wanting to join up and fight for this country, because I know there's not a lot of people out there who want to do that. As of right now, me and Noah we have a 28 people class of 2020, but me and him are the only two who actually want to join up and fight for the country. I may be wrong in saying this, but as of right now, that's what I know, and it's honestly just amazing that you want to stand up and fight for this country, because there's not a lot of people who want to do that. So again, thank you, brother, for joining us here, and I look forward to doing more podcasts with you. Would you like to plug your Instagram and whatever you want to plug, and say your final word?
Just follow me on Instagram if you want. No Ruiz Esparza. My username is Brofficer3198. That's BROFFICER 3198.
Okay, awesome. And then you guys know where to find me, Bradley_Martin5000, and then on Snapchat, Sunday5000, SSUNDEE 5000. So thanks again, Noah, for joining us. It's been great having you, and we'll see you guys on the next podcast. See you later.
Yep, see you.